Hi, this is Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy review. This time we're taking a look at the Star Wars The Last Jedi DJ figure, and this is the Canto Bight version from the Star Wars The Last Jedi toy line from Hasbro from 2017. So the first thing we do is take a closer look at the packaging. So take a look at the package. Pretty standard Star Wars The Last Jedi packaging. Got that white background with that nice red looking Star Wars logo. There's no specific logo for this toy line. You know, each figure has its own actual character picture on it. So you can see the DJ figure and it says Canto Bight with the little ribbon across the thing. And you can see this does look like Benicio del Toro. It looks really, really nice. I do like the picture. You can see he's got like a little scar on his face, roughed up. Got that 5 o'clock shadow. Looks really good. And you can see the figure also looks pretty good, you know, from the packaging. Comes with a little blaster, and it does have the Force Link logo because this is a Force Link figure that uses the Force Link device. And if you weren't sure if it was a Force Link figure, you can sure as heck take a look at the back, and they have one gigantic ad on the back, on the top, that basically is just telling you to buy that Force Link to get the sound and phrases from the figure. It's unfortunate. I really like packaging that has stuff where it shows other figures from the toy line, and this does not do that. Very bland, lots of, you know, just stuff on there and you know, StarWars.com logo and warning stuff. I mean, very bland packaging. Half the packaging actually is for all this little writing. It's very bland looking, but you know, great looking front, and most importantly is let's get this guy opened up. So getting the DJ figure opened up. So obviously this is the, you know, character played by Benicio del Toro. This is the Canto Bight version. So this is that casino style planet we see, you know, with the making of the movie, and I think you know, a couple very short scenes in the trailer. And he looks good. It's a very detailed figure for 3 3/4 inch figure. I do like this. You know, I don't know. You know, this is Canto Bight version. Are we going to see this character more in other parts of the movie, you know, off this planet in different costumes? You know, who knows? You know, I try and stay out of the spoilers for the movie, so I really don't know much about this character. But he looks good. As far as articulation, so his head moves was pretty standard. His arms move. No turn at the waist. but his legs do move, so he's got that 5 points of articulation, which is pretty standard. He does have this cloak, which can come off with some doing, but I'm not going to pull it off because it's very difficult to get back on, but it can come off, and you know, it really is probably supposed to stay on because the cloak is colored the same, but it doesn't look that bad. It kind of blends in with it. It's not like a bulky shoulder where it looks like it should be a cloak, but I mean, in all honesty, the cloak is part of the highlight of the figure. It's got this gold like tooling on the collar, and it goes around to the back, and it looks really flowy, and I think it looks really good. He also has a, where's it? There it is. It's a holster, I guess, or a pocket. It's not functional for this blaster. I mean, there's really no way to put it in there. I don't know what this is supposed to be, in all honesty. Maybe unless he has it, you know, weird, you know, in the movie where he has the blaster kind of like, I mean, I don't even know how he would do it. I mean, you can stick it in there. It doesn't go very far, but I mean, like that. I don't know what that really was supposed to be for, but I do like the blaster. I think it's got that little unique little section on the side right here that gives it that little flat part right there. I think that looks really cool. And then it's got his hat. I think, like I said, the detailing is good, and you can see his hat and his hair. That's not just his hair. That's actually a hat he's wearing. And going onto the back, you can see more of that tooling, which I'll zoom in on a little bit. That, you know, is that gold look to it. I think it looks really good. So, I mean, he's just, you know, a cloaked figure. We get a bunch of cloak figures. Like I said, I don't know if this character will be significant or not. I would assume so based on the person they have to cast as as DJ. That, you know, you don't just get Benicio del Toro for a 5-second part. I'm assuming he's going to have a bigger part to play. But let's take a closer look at this guy. All right, so here we see his face, and we see his hat. And you see a little detailing and writing on the side. I think they did good. Probably the biggest gripe I have of this is there's like a mold line right here. I don't know if that's just on my figure, or, you know, or it's going to be on all of them. I think that looks kind of funny. It almost looks like he's wearing a mask. But they even have almost what looks to be a 5 o'clock shadow on this guy. I mean, it's very light. But I mean, I think it looks good. The hat looks good. The writing looks good. The face looks good. I mean, I guess it looks like Benicio del Toro. It looks decent for a 3 3/4 inch figure. I mean, you're not going to get, you know, some kind of amazing Sideshow Collectibles mold on the face, but I think they did a good job in this guy. And as we slightly zoom out, you can start to see that look on his collar with that gold. I think that just looks really, really stunning. It's just a really, really nice part of this figure. And you can see the shoulders look good, and they're molded the way they're done, and the shirt's ruffled up. They did a good job with the overall tooling of him. If you go into the back, you can see more of that gold up on the top. I just think it looks cool. I mean, that is painted. I don't know really how they did that. It's such, you know, so detailed, and it looks good. And, you know, you normally don't get that good of a detail on a 3 3/4 inch standard figure. Midsection looks good. I mean, he's got that shirt going down to his belt, which is hidden by the cloak. The cloak does move, but it's not easy to, you know, move it. It flops back down. You kind of have to like fold it up. You can see his hand's got a wrap on it, and you can see that nice pistol, and it's got that cool looking little tab that sticks off to the side. You can see it right there. I think they did a good job with this guy. And then, you know, the cloak is just the cloak on the back, but they do have it where it looks roughed up and like leather look. And here you can see that holster, which looks cool. And like I said, it's just a hard molded. The gun doesn't go through. I'm really not sure what that was supposed to be for. I mean, maybe he was supposed to get a different gun, or maybe there's a way to holster it that he holsters it weird in the movie, you know, that I'm not aware of. But I mean, it does look weird. But I do like the holster. I think the way they did that looks cool. But unfortunately, it's, you know, if you didn't lift the cloak, you wouldn't even know it's there. But it does not fit the gun, or unless, like I said, I mean, it's not even close. It's not even like it should possibly fit it. And then we go down, we see his boots. So everything looks really good in this guy. Now he is also a Force Link figure, so you need that Force Link device, which we have. See my review on that, and see if you've seen any of my other reviews of this toy line. I don't like this device at all. It doesn't really work. It's very laggy. It doesn't really do what it's supposed to do when you want it to do it. I mean, for the price, I don't think it's that great. But let's take a look. You know, he does have that Force Link logo on the bottom of his foot, so he is a figure that you could do that on. So we'll turn this guy on. If it decides to turn on, come on. There we go. And we'll put it up to his back like you had it.
Hey, I'm a thief. I can get you out of here. If the price is right. I can get you out of here. If the price is right.
Let's see if we're going to make this.
I can get you out of here.
See if we can get some sound effects. No.
If the price is right. Hey, I'm a thief. Let's get this over with. Oh, sake. Let's get this over with. Oh, for Hud's sake.
So you can see it doesn't really work when you want it to work at all. It also, if you don't mess around with it for a long time, you won't get to say all its sayings. And in all honesty, I have no idea what if it's supposed to say. If it's supposed to say all those sayings, I thought it was actually done, and then it started saying "for Hut's sake" at the end. So I mean, it's hard to say, what it does. Some of them have sound effects, some of them don't. So, it's take it as it is. I would definitely not recommend the Force Link device. I just, have it so I could show you what these figures can do if you have it. Does it sound like Benicio del Toro? Absolutely not. I don't know what. I mean, it doesn't sound good at all. It doesn't sound anything close to him. Most of the figures that sound good are like Chewbacca, the masked Kylo Ren. Those figures sound great. C-3PO, but the regular figures just sound like they pulled a person off the street that's the same sex and had him do voice dialogue, and it just sounds like garbage. And just for size comparison, here we have two of the Wave 2 figures. We have the Exile Luke Skywalker, and then we have DJ. I don't know if these characters are going to even see each other in the movie, in all honesty, but, these are two of the Wave 2 figures, so we'll just, kind of comparing the size. They look good together. I do like the DJ figure. I like his cloak. I like the gold on it. I like the look of his gun. I mean, the mold in his face is pretty good, and the hat and the writing. They did a great job with the tooling in the figure. I just, is this going to be a massively important figure? Is he going to be something that nobody cares about? We really won't know till the movie comes out. But the figure looks good. It's a cool looking figure. The Force Link is just so vague. I mean, obviously they do that on purpose. They don't want to give anything away. But it's take it for what it is. It's another great figure, and I do like the way it looks. And once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. If you have questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.